Hi there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
Hi there, Reject Nation. I'm Tara Erickson.
Tara Erickson and I are going to watch a video from WhatCulture today called 12 Insanely Subtle CGI Movie Moments Nobody Ever Noticed.
Oh, well, hot damn. That's the longest title I ever heard of.
That's a real long title.
You think they thought that through?
I think they did. Video has over 1.5 million views. I think they're doing all right.
Lordy.
All right, guys. Well, let's watch this video now. Why don't we just get into
Let's
it?
watch it.
Make sure to follow Tara online.
Follow me, follow me, follow me. I don't talk like that all the time. I talk like this.
Man. So glad we have a 4-year-old demographic here to entertain for the audience.
Look at Blue's Clues.
Children love CGI stories.
It's a frequent and usually
When you watch, you always like come up and down.
I don't
know why I did
distracting. And for every eye-meltingly convincing Thanos, there's the unfortunately crappy-looking Steppenwolf. CGI is often at its best, however, when you're not even aware of its existence. From fixing last-minute on-set issues to building a complex set piece or adding some neat finishing touches to an already splendid scene, the greatest uses of the technique, by their own nature, often go overlooked.
She didn't really cry.
Not brothers, for together we will dispense rightful praise upon these
Gladiator.
So with that in mind, I'm Will for WhatCulture, and this is 12 insanely subtle CGI movie moments nobody noticed.
We'll see about that.
12. Jeremy Renner's arms. Tag.
Yeah, I heard about
3 days
this.
into shooting this past summer's cult comedy Tag, Jeremy Renner broke both of his arms while performing a stunt in which he had to ride a stack of chairs down to the floor. Ironically, despite being an Avenger, the movie he injured himself in is a relatively benign summer comedy. Go figure. After the actor went to the hospital and received some casts for his arms, he returned to set to complete the scene and had to wear a special green sleeves over the casts, allowing them to be painted out in post-production. If you've seen the movie, you can appreciate just how perfect the effect actually is. The CGI is
Crazy.
really, really
Wow.
hard for it. Believe me, I tried. Psst, I didn't really try. Number 11, Tobey Maguire's hairpiece. Fear and Loathing.
That
in
was
Las Vegas.
fake?
This acid trip of a road movie features a memorable cameo from Tobey Maguire as a hitchhiker picked up by Raoul Duke.
Raoul Duke.
Painted out in what all would rightly assume is an incredibly silly hairpiece. However, the production failed to add a requirement in Maguire's contract that he needed to shave his head, so he ended up demanding $15,000 for the hassle.
Oh my god.
The filmmakers refused, instead giving Maguire a bald cap and having the hair added digitally. The results are actually shockingly
That's
seamless
crazy.
for a 20-year-old movie.
That's
and
pretty
even
good.
today, it's incredibly difficult to find the CGI.
Wow.
Somewhat ironically, though, the VFX hair ended up costing far more than the 15 grand
I bet.
Maguire demanded. So, films, I guess, weird things. Number 10, the opera scene, Mission Impossible.
Really?
Rogue Nation.
Where?
Perhaps the most memorable set piece in the
God,
Mission
he's so hot.
Impossible movie is the wonderful suspense sequence at the Vienna Opera House,
Whoa.
where Ethan Hunt and co. attempt to stop an assassination attempt on the Austrian Chancellor.
I don't know, that's the most
To
famous
the naked eye,
scene,
it
but sure.
appears that the set piece was filmed in one location with an audience of extras, but the scene was actually filmed with multiple film crews at different times. The play was performed in front of a live crowd, which was captured in full, while the entire opera house was mapped with state-of-the-art camera rigs for reference later.
Wow.
The main fight sequence had even been filmed. The battle between Hunt and the assassin was then shot on 2 different London sound stages, better equipped for dynamic action. Finally,
Holy
the VFX
shit!
That is
double negative
crazy.
painstakingly stitched these separate elements together. And though the final slick scene certainly implies some sort of visual trickery, you'd surely never guess that it was this exhaustively.
No. God, that is
Number 9,
insane.
That is a
Cage's
lot
tattoo
to
removal,
go into
Ghost
just a
Rider.
few scenes.
This one's especially interesting because a myth persists that Nicolas Cage's abs in Ghost Rider were actually added in post-production. It's a
Damn.
widely circulated quote-unquote truth that's been firmly disputed by Cage, his co-star, and director. What's
No, I really got
interesting is
ripped.
that all of this hullabaloo about whether or not Cage had digital washboard abs or not, everyone freely admits to one subtle CGI change to the actor's body. the removal of several prominent tattoos
Oh, yeah.
on both of his arms.
Of course.
Given the content of some of his tattoos, Cage couldn't help but notice the irony, being quoted as saying, "I've got a flaming skull on my arm and I'm covering it up to play the part of a flaming skull in a movie."
That is ironic.
On his abs, but it certainly wasn't outside the realm of possibility for a 42-year-old Cage to get into that fantastic shape organically. Number 8,
He looked
1970s San
No,
Francisco.
right?
Zodiac. He's proven himself time and time again to be a master of employing extensive visual effects in stunningly subtle ways, and perhaps no better than in his masterful thriller Zodiac.
I love this
In order to
movie.
present
Highly
audiences
underrated.
with an authentic, era-appropriate 1970s San Francisco, Fincher had his VFX team create entirely digital shots of the city's skyline, yet to the naked eye, they're totally photorealistic.
Yeah.
You probably assumed that the shots of the port of San Francisco were modern shots de-aged with CGI, and you'd be wrong because David Fincher had his VFX team create those shots entirely from
No
scratch.
wonder this movie
Wow.
is so
A
expensive.
surprising amount of blue screen for scenes set on the city's streets, especially
Wow.
at night.
Whoa.
Sorts of exterior
Holy
components,
shit.
No way.
Ugly, noticeable blur. The chroma keying was so spot on. you'd
Wow.
never have any idea.
This is a good video, guys.
Which you
This is
do
crazy.
Number 7, the truck
That's
flip,
insane.
The Dark Knight. Anyone
truck
who
flip
knows
is
anything about
CGI?
Christopher Nolan will be aware that he endeavours to utilize as little CGI as possible in his films,
Whoa.
opting for practical solutions
Yeah,
wherever
man.
possible.
Perception
The
and
iconic
Interstellar.
truck flip from The Dark Knight was famously performed practically on an actual Chicago street, though it did require one small digital effect in order to create a perfect illusion for the audience.
What?
Though in the movie the truck flips courtesy of Batman's steel toe cables, in reality the truck was flipped over 180 degrees with an extremely powerful piston placed underneath as it passed by.
That's
This piston then had to be removed in
crazy.
post-production. A
Ooh.
relatively simple
Oh.
effect for sure, but the end result is so convincing it's easy to assume that the truck was actually pulled over with tow cables.
Wow.
Number 6,
That is
Sea
so
Haven's
scary.
buildings. The Truman
Dang.
There are a number of fairly obvious CGI shots during The Truman Show, perhaps most memorably the image of Sea Haven Island set being visible from space and the show's creator Christoph staring down at the set through a digital
That wasn't real?
wall. However, there are also some ingeniously invisible CGI shots used to extend the Sea Haven street sets. Due to the strict building regulations for the seaside Florida set, the production could only create shell buildings 35 feet tall, and so a complex VFX process, at least for the time, was used to add additional stories to most of these buildings.
My
You can
goodness.
watch the movie dozens of times and probably never guess, and even once you know the results are so brilliantly believable, you'll probably struggle to remember. Number 5, Enhanced Locations, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Enhanced locations.
Though Martin Scorsese is a venerated king of old guard filmmaking, his more recent movies actually employ far more CGI than you're probably aware
So
of.
CGI.
And that is no truer than in his 100 million Oscar-nominated epic drama, The Wolf of Wall Street. While it's clear to anyone with a functioning pair of eyes that he used green screen tech for the stormy yacht accident sequence, elsewhere he utilised complex visual effects to create mind-blowingly photorealistic set extensions.
Whoa.
Unless you're really looking for it, it's practically impossible to spot.
Holy
Entirely
junk.
redesigned beach landscapes to a line composited into Jordan Belfort's office.
Wow.
And most impressively, a sweeping crane shot of a prison courtyard comprised of numerous different digital plates impeccably sewn together. As much as
No
people love to
way.
complain about invasive and excessive CGI in modern movies, this is a shining example of how it can augment a film, especially in the hands of a veteran auteur. Number 4.
Whoa, it's so crazy.
You may not remember much of this Keira Knightley and Adrian Brody starring 2000.
No, that's not
But you
true.
certainly
I-
weren't
I-
drawn out
I
of
know.
this movie by any
I
garish digital makeup
remember.
effects either. That is for certain. Knightley has, by her own admission, suffered with sensitive skin her entire life, and this came to a head while filming The Jacket, when the actress had some unfortunate and unexpected complexion issues,
Ouch.
which were then digitally smoothed out in post-production. Can't have your sex symbols having complexion issues, right, Hollywood? Well, whatever
No.
you think of it,
No.
the effect
No.
is
If you have bad skin, get
completely
out.
perfect.
Get out.
You'd never tell. Also, the VFX artist named the skin smoothing software they created Kirasil.
Oh,
I think it's pretty funny. Number 3,
Okay.
The Lost Twins, The Social Network.
Gotta
David
fuck-
Fincher starts again. While everybody nowadays knows that the Winklevosses were played by just one person, back in 2010, most audiences flatly assumed that the Winklevoss
So did
twins
I.
were in
I
fact
thought-
played by twin actors.
thought
like
they were.
twins.
Well, why wouldn't you? Of course, the twin effect was actually created in post-production, with actor
Wow.
Josh Pence primarily serving as a stand-in for Tyler Winklevoss on set until the digital post-production.
Ooh, that's
could be
creepy.
added. In other sequences,
Weird.
more straightforward split-screen blending was used to combine separate takes featuring both twins. And yeah, it's pretty much flawless across the entire film.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
never know, unless you knew. Number 2,
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman's stunt double, Logan. It's no secret that, as gritty as Logan was, it was still reliant on
this
a ton
movie.
of CGI trickery, none more so than when the titular mutant Hugh Jackman battles a clone of himself. It's fantastically executed and close to seamless, apart from the audience's obvious knowledge that it's a trick. But elsewhere, there are some decidedly sneakier effects used to place Jackman directly in the path of the action. When Logan is caught in a car chase with Donald Pierce and his men, Logan's car gets violently shunted around, with director James Mangold giving us an intimate passenger seat perspective of the mayhem. Shockingly, this isn't actually Jackman driving the car, but a
Oh.
stunt double who then had a digital mask of Jackman's
Wow.
face pasted over
Whoa!
Most
What
impressive
the
is
hell?
more footage of
That
Jackman
is.
performing the take
Oh my
against a green screen.
gosh.
It was 100% animated from ultra-realistic scans of Jackman's face. Number 1, Digital Rain.
How
We
do
Own the
you
Night.
do that?
James Gray's
I
Joaquin
only
Phoenix
know this
starring
because I
Clara
went
Fuller
to
is
a
best remembered
pre-screening
for
where they did not have the rain.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Watch
god.
you learn that all the rain and weather effects were added in post-production.
Yeah.
Due to the virtually impossible logistics of shooting a car chase in either real rain or
Yeah.
fake Hollywood rain, Gray actually filmed the chase in broad, sunny daylight.
Wow.
And crossed his fingers that the film's modest $21 million budget would allow him to add rain later. According to Gray,
That looks
only
great.
four VFX
That does look
artists
great.
in the world who knew how to
They got the
program
wipers
complex
going and
CGI
everything.
water for a movie. And they previously worked on high-concept blockbusters like The Perfect Storm and The
Oh,
Day
that movie's
After
so
Tomorrow.
good.
The end result is ridiculously convincing, with even water
Yeah.
droplets off the windshield passing as totally real. It's really only when you start to think about the technical impossibilities of filming a rain-sodden car
Yeah,
chase that you
there's no
realise
way.
some digital assistants must have been involved in the first place.
Whoa.
Dude, that was a great video. That was great. It was like super surprising
Wow.
from beginning to end.
That's crazy. That's
that
a
was-
really entertaining video.
I every time I start to talk, I always stumble. I wonder if I could just have a CGI artist follow me around all day. Just make it
Oh,
look
yeah.
so much better.
Right.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of now I can't talk.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Greg.
We're
Yeah,
contributing a
just
lot.
being constantly surrounded by a bunch of hot ladies entourage, right?
Yeah,
Just
that's
throw
what I
them
want.
back there, and they're just like, "Hey, we love him. Come follow Gregory."
Oh yeah, if I could get them to create that, that'd be insane.
You'd want them all to be dead within 5 minutes.
I want them all to be like triplets, like just so. Like,
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, just a bunch of the same woman.
So like 9 women, but triplet.
9 women, so just like
Three,
three
a group of 3
different women
triplets.
times them by 3. Yeah, there
I
you
get
go.
it. I know it. I know
Okay.
it.
Serious point. Ready for
Yeah,
the serious
let's
point?
do it.
Here we go. Going in with a serious point.
Go in, do it.
That's what okay. I know a few makeup artists. I met a couple of visual effects artists. Recently with the Oscars, one of the big upsets was that Infinity War did not win for its visual effects, its CGI and everything. Instead it went to First Man. The thing that I've heard across the board, and this video is the master at demonstrating it, oftentimes what's actually harder to create is not whole fantasy world. It's actually trying to replicate something that's very real.
Yeah.
That's more challenging because because the audience's association, they can much easier determine, like, that's fake, that's not real.
Right.
Because, like, there's a lot of creative and imagination that goes into something like Infinity War, but something like with First Man, which won the Oscar, that has to replicate something that a lot of people have actually seen on, like, televised broadcasts or whatever.
On TV.
You can see documentaries, you can see what's real. And in this example of the 12, that's the whole thing they're going for.
It's realism.
It's like, a lot of these aren't like...
Just adding a third story to a building, making it look real.
Yeah. Like, there were CGI moments in here that I just had no clue that they would CGI. Like, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was a 90s movie. There's so many close-ups on Tobey Maguire in that scene. And I'm like, what the hell? That was CGI? I had no idea that they did that. It makes you realize how for granted you take, the CGI
people.
We're always, that's what they're called. Yeah, there's a CGI peeps over there. Where's the CGI people? People.
Let's see what they're doing.
Because we're always complaining about CGI, especially in this film community on YouTube. Overuse of CGI here and there. But then it's like you watch movies like Wolf of Wall Street, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Zodiac, where you just have no idea.
That's insane. It's just like one car place and they're walking and the rest of it is all on a blue screen.
You'd swear that they just shot that on the streets of San Francisco when you watch that film.
100%.
But that is true. It's a period piece. It's in the 70s or 60s, I forget which one. Because of the time period it takes place, and they had to alter some stuff. And for a director like David Fincher, who's very meticulous, very anal about every single detail of his films and his framing, a lot of people would have just shot it in San Francisco and been like, we just
crazy
did it.
That he left it up to that, right?
Yeah, he's so freaking anal about it that he had to have as much realism as possible. Or even like Wolf of Wall Street, man, all those buildings. It impresses me more when you just would never have guessed that CGI was involved. Most of the time we're like, oh, that's good CGI because you know it's CGI.
Because you know it is. And that one didn't notice.
No, man.
The one in The Dark Knight, though, was pretty rad. I did kind of think that maybe they shut down an LA street and they actually just turned that car around, the big truck, just like flipped it. They're more talking about the realistic way that it flips. Like,
yeah.
That's awesome.
They had to make it look like it was Batman's cables that did it.
Right, that did it.
I mean, a lot of times with CGI, it's like you're subtly having to CGI out, wires on stuntmen and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, in The Matrix, there's a scene in the train before Neo flips off of the train tracks and lets Agent Smith get hit by a train. If you slow it down, you can see the stunt double of Keanu Reeves, or it is Keanu Reeves, I forget which one. You could see him holding on to the wires.
Really?
You could actually make out the wires for it. That's what good CGI artists are for.
Yeah.
For a movie as crazy as CGI as The Matrix is, I'm kind of surprised they failed on that part to take out some wires.
To take out a couple of wires.
But all the groundbreaking CGI that movie has, they actually messed up there.
You forgot a couple wires.
We got a couple wires here. The movie's ruined for me.
Also, just putting Hugh Jackman's face on another dude, insanity.
That is nuts, man. Like, that's movement.
That's crazy.
That's like crazy
because
movement.
He's bouncing around. The car is like moving. That means like somebody had to be like 1.5 seconds move like the face around.
That's a crazy moving shot because there's a stunt double in there doing a car chase, and to actually put your face. It makes me wonder how that like Will Smith Genie shit went wrong. I was talking with John about this. Have you seen that new footage of Will Smith as the Genie?
I haven't.
Oh man, you're missing out, Tara. It looks great.
Shucks, I need to watch it.
It looks so good. Oh man, it looks so good.
Really? You're joking, right? You're being facetious.
I know what that word means.
Yeah, do you?
Oh yeah,
He's pretending.
It's a plant.
It's good or
I ate a facetious meal today.
Yes.
I'm using it right.
That meal had the joke on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow, we should move on from my big words and go back to your small ones, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bigly. I'm just going to play it for Tara really quick. It's like a split second, all right?
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, land, none of that ringing a bell.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's pretty awful, right? Yeah.
It looks weird. I don't like it. I wanted to really like it. He looks creepy.
I know. The issue I have with it looks like they just CGI blued Will Smith.
Yeah.
As opposed to you should have just committed to your full transformation and you don't have to have him look like Will Smith.
Right.
Just commit to it. Do your little, like, what they do with Andy Serkis in all those movies, or Josh Brolin as Thanos. Just make him look like a different dude.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be scenes in the movie where he looks like Will Smith, like the genie's in human form. So for this moment, he doesn't even look like Will Smith. This looks like freaking
God,
creepy as shit.
It looks terrifying.
And if they're able to do all these countless, like, awesome CGI stuff, you could have done something much better with Disney money and all that.
Ugh, move his hair tie up. Why is it too far back?
And he has this, like, weird floating thing. It looks like they superimposed Will Smith's face on someone else.
His ears are, like, so weird. I can't.
I mean, granted, that's not supposed to be subtle CGI, but still. Oh, and also, last thing, we own the night. Yeah, I went to a pre-screening of this, like one of those screenings that's like a year in advance.
Oh, yeah.
And that chase scene, there were like scenes, moments where there's no rain, but you hear rain sound effects.
Oh,
and they're
really?
standing outside, you're like, there's no rain here. Yeah.
Was everyone in the theater just being like, do you hear rain? Do you hear rain? Does anybody... Is it raining?
It was a weird pre-screening because like none of it was really complete. Anyway, WhatCulture, great job on this video. You guys are some sexy mofos. Go subscribe to them right away. Subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Tara is on YouTube. Follow her right away. Thank you guys for watching.
Follow me. This is from... That's from the last video we did. So go back, watch that video, and then watch this video. So you get it. It's a callback. That's a callback to a different video. Okay?
All right,
Just want y'all to be clear on that.